Morning. So, part two of working with plant spirits for your own healing. I thought I'd share with you this morning some books that I found very helpful to get me started on the plant spirit medicine path, if you like. Kind of the first one you should read is The Plant Spirit Medicine by Elliot Cowan, who really is the forefather of coining the phrase plant spirit medicine. And he works with the Chinese 5-element system, which works with the seasons, but they use a slightly different method to the one that I use, which I use the Lakota, North American Indian Lakota medicine wheel. But basically, you still work with the plants in the same way. It's just that his kind of practice is slightly different to mine, but some really useful information in here. And Pip Waller and Lucy Wells' Touch by Nature follow the same practice as Elliot Cowan. This book is called Plant Spirit Medicine Journeys. So really what they're doing in here is they've explaining how plant spirit works in healing through other people's stories. So it's very much a storytelling book rather than a practical guide. But it's really interesting reading. Great. And the one that I found most helpful for me was Journeys with Plant Spirits by Emma Farrell, with a foreword by Pam Montgomery, who again is a really helpful person to read as well. And what Emma does in this book is explains how you would go about working with plant spirits for your own healing. And she talks about the, meditations and shamanic journeying, and making your own tinctures and essences. And actually Emma has a website. I think she used to live in Wales, but I think she's down in Devon or Dorset, I can't remember now, but she has an apothecary where she makes her own essences, and you can buy them from her if you don't want to make your own. So how I work with plant spirits is very similar to Emma, in so much as that, first of all, I would get to know the plant, and it's like I explained in my last video, it's physical properties, and then I would go on to do meditations, to shamanic journey with the plant, to use the tinctures in a to work on my physical body, and then what the essences do is gives you direct contact with the plant spirit on an etheric level. Which is different to the physical level, kind of, although they all work the same. So, making essences, you would pick the flowers or the leaves of the plant, put them in a glass bowl with spring water, and leave them out in the sunshine for a few hours. And there's lots of YouTube videos explaining how to do this, and it's best to pick them at dawn with the first light, and then leave them in the sunshine until sort of lunchtime. And then you would take very carefully, not using metal, but using wood, tweezers or a spoon, and lift the flowers out, and then you can decant that water into bottles and add vodka to it. To preserve it, to keep it, give it a long shelf life. And then you would take a few drops, just like as if you were taking a tincture, a few drops 3 times a day. And each time doing a ritual, well, not a long ritual, but consciously, intentionally speaking to the plant, and you'll find that over time something in your perception changes, something in your awareness changes. And like all shamanic medicine, plant spirit medicine is slow. It takes a while for it to settle into your body. It takes a while for the plant to really move through your body and just change something slightly. And it's really only when you look back from the point that you started working with a particular plant to maybe months or even years later, can you see how it's changed the way that you live your life, or changed the way that you perceive things, or changed some hard, fast beliefs that you had that really weren't serving you any longer. Hello, Rafi. So that's how I would start with plant spirits, is maybe get yourself one of the books and have a read through, but most importantly is to actually start working with the plants themselves, to go out into your garden and sit with them, maybe do a little bit of research on the habitat that they generally like, and what their medicinal qualities as far as herbalism goes are, and then to start journeying with them and meditate with them and intentionally set your intentions, asking the plant to work with you, and how might you co-create with the plant. But it's a beautiful, beautiful practice, and the more you do it, the more you understand how vital plants and trees are in our world generally, but it's specifically in our healing. So yeah, okay. Have a lovely day. The sun has just come out. There's a big black cloud, but I'm going to go for a long walk with Rafi now, who is desperate for one. Ciao for now.